how I make my book of shadows for the shop. This one actually is a book of shadows that is zone signatures. It's a hardback book. This one has sewn signatures in it, so you can't move any pages around. They are in the book itself. Alright. But the one I'm going to show you how to do that's easy with no sewing is a junk journal style. So what you need is a hardback book that you've gutted. I find these at library sales. They usually have some books that they either throw away, discard because they're just out of date, or the insides have been damaged somehow. Sometimes the covers, but you can work with that. So what you do is you cover it with, well, you know, what do you call that stuff? Scrapbook paper. That was hard to say. So the one I did here is not scrapbook paper. I actually printed it out on the printer so I could have this on my page itself. So then I covered my book, and then I added some detail of some scrapbook paper here. I did edge it here with washi tape. You see it's all edged. Then got my ink pad, and I inked all around the edges. I did the inside with scrapbook paper, images I found, leaves from my plum tree, a little area where you can put your book blessing or whatever information you want to do. I got a little wax seal going on there. So this is the hardback book that's covered. Then what you're going to need is some cording, and I got this at the craft store. You're going to need cording that will wrap around at least 3 times, because I do it in 3 signatures. So let's see if I can do this. You don't want to wrap it too tight because you're going to have to get your signatures in there. You also don't want to really bend it here too much. You don't want to squish your spine. So this might go a little off camera, but that's 1, 2. That should be what? 3. There's 3 in there. You want them to line up, one right next to the other. And on this side, I'm knocking things down. I put 1 string under, and this is where you want to get it taut, but not so taut that it does something goofy up there, you know, like stretches it and pulls your book down. And you just tie it. This is where if you want to add a dangle or a doodad or whatnot, it's where this comes in. You can add the dangle or doodad. You can add ribbon to it. That's later, but of course that's just the part where I'm showing you how you make your own. So I've got my strings in, and they're all nice and even. The next thing I have is my dividers. I do 3. These are kind of silly and fun, but I like them. So I've got the 3 dividers that I have done. Let's see. I've sewn the edges. It's scrapbook paper, so I just fold up enough to fit within my book, and then I sew all around it, and then I have a pocket. So they all have pockets, some on the outside, some on the inside. And then have paper, 8.5 by 11 paper. I made some, it's just copy paper, just the 20-pound copy paper. You've got little images on it, little Ouroboroses and little images. There's Hecate. So I put at least 8 pages of copy paper in each one. And then I put this underneath each string. Get it in there too. This is where you want it taut, but not too taut, because you got to squish it in. Break there. Let's stuff it all together again. Last one. Put that in. So you've got your 3 signatures, because it's 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. I have 8 pages, 9 counting the cover. It's now together. It's a book. Now I have a book, and I can actually do my writing, my whatever I want to it. So this is a quick idea of how to make a book of shadows, junk journal style. This is my other one. This was a dictionary. Yeah. This one I was able actually to keep the spine and not put it on the outside. So get creative. You're going to have to figure out how to do that, you know. That's how I did it. And this one, I did stain the pages. I've got different kinds of pages too. So it's like the tissue paper and the different color pages. I put sewn edges on this one. So this one doesn't have the pockets, but it has all sorts of other little things in it. But this one is made so you can add pages if you need to. Like if I don't know, even if I just wanted to put a piece of little scrap in there, you just, you know, slip it right in. Of course, you don't just have to just slip it there. You could add more pages to the whole section by slipping it in. You think you goofed up on something and you were trying to make it really, you know, tidy. Take it out and try it again. So, that's how you make a little junk journal book of shadows. I make these, and I do put them in my shop. This one will get a little more, you know, gussied up, a little more fancy. I'll put some ribbon on it. I'll put something dangling from it. I'll add some little items in the pockets. I'll put a little book lesson in there. So that is the Junk Journal Book of Shadows. So, all you need is a hardback book. You can make them any way you want. You could even do a texture cover and get those little, because now it's getting near Halloween, and they have all those neat little plastic spiders and little plastic things, the little gummy kind of plastic ones. Put it on your cover first, glue it on, and then cover this with either that paper, the tissue paper you get for wrapping gifts in, or a crumbled up paper bag. Squish it on there and you'll have a texture. So there's all sorts of different things you can do with this. So go and make yourself a book. Or come by the shop, Elemental Bird, or the Witch's Journal on Etsy, and pick up one of mine. So thank you.